As a rather small country, Switzerland has made a big mark on the Australian workforce. For a country that is 188 times smaller than Australia, Switzerland punches above its weight when it comes to global competitiveness. With some 250 Swiss companies currently active in Australia, its talent is evident across different sectors. SwissCham, the hub of Swiss business in Australia, will be celebrating Swiss talent at the upcoming 10th Annual Swiss Business Awards on February 22nd. Import Export team is a proud media partner of this event, bringing you interviews and coverage directly from Sydney. We talked to Martin Scarpino, CEO of SwissCham, about the awards.
Now we're actually joined by Martin Scarpino, the head of SwissCham here in Australia. Hi, Martin. Great to see you again.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Martin, we're really excited to be the media partner for the Swiss Awards coming up on the 22nd of Feb up in Sydney. So, I know it's been a challenge, but what significance does this year's awards hold, and how hard has it been to put them on with all the current situation over the last few years?
Oh, yeah, thank you for the question. Look, it was really hard, but it's the 10th award we have. So it's actually jubileum, if you like. And the significance is really that during COVID, there was a lot of people that didn't know, what's going on. Is the event still on, actually? But we managed to get a good number of nominations in, and the committee, when they did the evaluation of the nominations, had a big job to do, and it was quite difficult actually to elevate the winner, but at the end we succeeded. Yep.
Wonderful.
Now, Martin, do these awards inspire businesses to do better?
Look, I believe it's a prestige award within the Swiss business community. And we had winners from all sorts of life, if you like, all sorts of business life. We had big international corporations, we had smaller companies, startups, we had established business. So yeah, look, it's everyone is really interested in the awards, and when they go, they really put a lot of effort in it. That the presentations they do, how they present themselves to the Swiss business community, it's always a very nice way to actually share what they're doing and why they are successful.
Wonderful. And Martin, just following on from that, what do you believe? I mean, I know you do a fantastic job with the SwissCham organisation, but what more can be done to raise awareness of the Swiss businesses here in Australia?
I guess many brands here in Australia are maybe not recognised as Swiss brands, and I guess one of the key messages we have from the chamber is actually promote the Swiss brand to the broader Australian business community, but also to strengthen the whole Swiss community in itself. We have a lot of networking within these companies, and quite a few Australian companies join us, the Swiss Chamber, because they are like what they see when they can deal with Swiss companies.
Right. Now, Martin, with the economic relations between Australia and Switzerland growing, what trends do you see, or what trends are different, and what trends can we expect to further grow?
I think a big step has been done just recently when the Australian government announced the opening of an embassy in Switzerland. Also that all Australians can now work in Switzerland without big hurdles of administration. At the same time, Swiss people can come here with a working holiday visa arrangement. So that in itself is a big step forward, and it will help the bilateral agreements we have to strengthen them and actually promote both sides on the channel, if you like, or both sides of the planet, to get Swiss businesses here better and Australian businesses, even in Switzerland, to more success.
And I think just to add to that, has the COVID played an impact in terms of further growth of businesses here in Australia, Swiss businesses?
I'm not so sure about that, but certainly it has done, it has hindered a lot of Swiss companies to bring in the talent they needed to further grow their businesses. So it was quite a difficult process, but again, it was for everyone the same. So but it certainly has had an impact. How big it was, I think that we can't really quantify that, but certainly it was not an easy period over the last 2 years.
Yeah, most certainly.
And Martin, on the awards, how many businesses are typically participating in the awards, and who are the major partners and sponsors helping you put it all together?
Yeah, look, we normally have between 15 and 20 applications for the award. We have 3 different categories: established business, science and technology, and newcomers or new starters, if you like. And it's a self-nomination process, and that works very well. The key sponsors for this event is Glencore, one of the biggest mining companies in the world. Then, of course, our national airline, Swiss. And then we have a few more, like the MSC, who is one of the biggest container shipping companies in the world, Lindt Chocolate, the Swatch Group, and a couple of smaller contenders, which are also part of the sponsorship. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, we're really delighted, as I said earlier, to be part of the awards, and with our broadcast partners who are helping us put it all together for you is SwissLog. So we're really excited to be there on the night and bring all the action to the masses, if you like, through Import Export TV.
Oh, awesome. I look forward to that, because I think it will give this event a bit of a more of a substance and energy to make this even more prestigious in the future.
Congratulations, Martin. I'm really looking forward to it, and look forward to seeing you there on the night.
Thank you very much, and I look forward to see you guys too.
We'll see you then.
Thanks, Martin. Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.
The Swiss Business Awards are made possible thanks to SwissLog, Import Export TV's broadcast sponsor of the event. Experts in logistics automation for warehouses and distribution centres, SwissLog last year celebrated 25 years of leadership in Australia and New Zealand. Here's more from its director, Francis Mia. Now, thank you for joining us here today, Francis. SwissLog has been around in Australia for about 26 years now. Could you explain to us what significance do you see in the Swiss Awards, the 10th Swiss Awards coming up this year, and why are you supporting that?
Yes, as you say, we've been in Australia for quite some time and have been doing business here. We've been associated with the SwissCham for quite some time as well. Originally, when we started here, then there was a bit of a gap, but the last 6 years we've been quite involved. And the value of SwissCham is great for networking between the Australian population, so to say, or the business population, but also the links that SwissCham has to other like the German Association or other associations, which allows us to network and talk to each other. Obviously, since the pandemic, it's been a bit reduced and a bit more online, but yeah, this has been creating great value to us to know your way around how to do business.
Fantastic. And Francis, as you say, the SwissCham Awards really celebrate the Swiss companies, but how can we collectively here in Australia inspire Swiss companies to do better?
Well, Swiss companies can always do better being part of the local business environment, I guess. But I think most of the Swiss companies here are actually doing quite well. How can they do better? I think, just utilizing these networks even more, and being out there and use the Swiss brand. I think a lot of the Swiss people are a bit humble and maybe don't use the Swiss brand as they could. The Swissness is still a good factor to sell. And at times we forget, if you're here very long, you consider yourself almost Australian, and then you forget the Swiss flag sometimes. And I think that could help, because it's very, very good promotion using the Swissness and the Swiss quality that we deliver.
Right. Now, Francis, SwissLog has been around in Australia for a while, as mentioned previously. What mark would you say SwissLog has made within the logistics industry with its products over those years?
Yeah, I think, it's a long time, 26 years. The first mark we definitely made when we showed up here, because back in the day, 26 years ago, the distribution centers we built for our customer at the time, they were the world's most modern distribution centers, actually, and they remained that way for many years. And then in the meantime, we have also introduced over the years further new technology to the country here, which is common in our industry. Lately, obviously, with Industry 4.0, Internet of Things, and all these buzzwords, there's a lot of movement in our industry. And I think we're one of the leading companies also to bring this technology here to Australia.
It's been a pleasure to have you on the show, and we're really excited to be part of the awards coming up on the 22nd of February. We're looking forward to seeing you in person up in Sydney, and we'll be capturing all the action from the event itself. So congratulations on your support of the awards, and we're looking forward to seeing you very soon.
We sure are.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, I am too. See you there. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Francis.
See you
Take care.
tonight.
Okay.
Bye.
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 Thanks for watching Import Export TV. We'll see you next time.